family repetitiously, guess what? Look at, check this out. If I'm sitting somewhere, and this happened to me because I'm telling you this is real shit, and just like I say, I'm a part of this struggle, but I've not been a part of that struggle for maybe 15 years. I don't go to, I could be sitting somewhere and look at, ain't even thinking about a motherfucking pizza. Don't want nothing to do with no pizza. Ain't thought about no pizza. Got plenty of food in my house to cook up for the whole damn community. And I see a pizza commercial, and all of a sudden, damn, piece of wood be good.
Oh, so that means you got a weak mind then?
No. That makes me human. Fuck about my mind. That makes me human.
See,
that lets me know. That lets me know. That most definitely I do. That makes me, but that lets me know that I'm human. That lets me know that hey, nah, this shit here ain't right. So I got to correct this because this shit. I don't give a shit about no soda. Like you think, damn, boy, that Coke look good. But give me an ice cold Coke. Nah. If you know what Coke do to the stomach, it'll be.
So let me ask y'all a question. You know, and before we go into Public Thinkers topic, the truth in the matter is, we are the creators of mostly every goddamn thing. That's right. Tell me somewhere along the line, how the hell did we allow our minds to get controlled? How the hell did we create every goddamn thing?
Religion.
And now you're seeing even more. You're seeing more. Oh, this black person created that. This one did that. This black person. How the hell we supposed to be some of the strongest people in this world that created every goddamn thing, but we allowed ourselves to get our mind goddamn control? Religion.
Jesus gonna fix it. Jesus gonna fix it. Call him on the main line. Tell him what you want.
Yeah, all right. Well, look here, goddamn it. So now we allow these folks to just mind control us, and we walking around like goddamn zombies and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. See, that's why you need to come back to your African traditions. You see, and when you understand that no mortal man can control your goddamn mind,
yes,
and you take it back. No. If you were spiritual, they wouldn't be able to though.
Man, that's tough. But how much of the for real? We're not talking about the spiritual enlightened people. We're talking about those of society.
Watch this. I get a lot of clients that deal with what they call what's these people that follow you around?
God damn.
They call them targeted individuals.
Targeted individuals, yeah.
Got a couple of clients like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Targeted individuals. They call them. I had one woman. She was so panicked. She, everywhere I go, I got the gas station. They're following me. They're pushing up on me. They're doing this. They're doing that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay. Now, these targeted individuals are being targeted because these people know that they fear this type of energy.
Mm-hmm.
So they're controlling their mind, and everywhere they go, they think that somebody is following them, and sometimes it's the case. That one of them bitches come up. Right?
And they go in that
house.
They go in the house and do all kind of shit.
That's right. It's in the music too. It definitely is in the music too.
It's the vibration in the music.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the frequency. So she just said it's the frequency of the
music.
This is
also
why has a lot to do with control as well. And that's definitely right. That's how they control. It's
right to a certain extent when you are spiritual. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
We ain't talking about the spiritual.
No. I'm telling y'all how that's true to a certain extent. But if your mind is strong, they can't control your mind.
Yeah, no.
That frequency is not going to touch your brain. I'm going to fuck what frequency they throw out.
You right.
Oh, sorry, my elders. All I'm saying is, yes, there's certain frequencies in there, but then y'all got to stop giving these goddamn fools control. Stop giving them control of your mind.
That's sacrifice. Stop buying that dumbass music. Stop buying that dumbass music, listen to that dumbass shit all day long.
No, shut the goddamn frequency down. What you do is you counteract that frequency with another frequency. You got what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hell with that. And this is where we come in. You're teaching them how it's done. Now it's time to teach them how to conquer that shit. Because at the end of the day, ain't nowhere in the world no man should walk around and have to worry about a goddamn frequency or you listening to certain music and it's going to mess with your brain because they're doing a frequency or controlling your mind when you can't take control of your mind when you don't even want that. I don't give a damn. Show the goddamn Dr. Pepper. I'm going to show you who's strong. I don't want the shit. Take your mind back.
I left all of that alone.
Take it all back. See? So that means that they were not able to keep control of your mind.
But when I was of the world, when I was in that shit, guess what? I want a motherfucking Pizza Hut pizza with a 2-liter Dr. Pepper on that ass. Straight up.
That's
straight up. Straight up, that real shit. Like I wouldn't even be thinking about that shit. I think about, damn, Pizza Hut do sound good. I shoot your Pizza Hut.
They can kill. What about the cop? Kiss my ass.
And it's
Everybody
crazy.
got the money I'm getting.
Then they mind control you to the point you go to these places, and these places got subpar products because they got so many chemicals in the food that
That's
is
the
making
only way they can make it cheap.
Yeah, that is making you sick. Yeah, it's fast food for a reason. Understand this: if you're a street dude, street woman, or whatever, fast ain't always good. Fast ain't always good, but slow money for show money. You understand me?
All right, there you got it. Now, we're saying that. What did Cynthia say?
Cynthia said it's mind control on these videos for our children. They are trying to look and act. Hell yeah, I'm telling you, that's what's going on. Look here, I watched this shit. I binge watched Love and Hip Hop. I'm telling you what's going on with these folks. I'm watching this shit and it's shocking me to the point where, damn, these are the girls. Because look here, me, I'm a people watcher. I watch everything. I watch everybody, man. All the time, everywhere I go. And I see everything that's projected on Love and Hip Hop. I see this shit in the street. I see how these girls are dressing in tights where I can see through your clothes. I see your ass cheeks, the crack of your ass. That is unacceptable, black women. That is unacceptable. Period. I don't want my mama or my daughter or my son standing behind some girl in the grocery store line and you can see your ass. Come on now, I may appreciate it, but damn, my kids and my mama around. This ain't the place for it.
See, and that's the problem. You shouldn't even appreciate it.
I appreciate it because it's a woman's body. Don't tell me no shit like that.
Well, you can't double standards, goddamn. You
Double
can't
standards,
say,
I need
well,
it.
don't wear it, but then you're going to turn around and say you appreciate it.
I said there is a place for that. That's not. Should no woman walk out her home and I see her nipple rings? That's not no one's business.
So what if you go to Africa and they walk around naked? What's the problem?
But that's a different culture.
Please, come on now.
What? Break it down.
Okay, we in America. We ain't talking about Africa.
I don't give a goddamn. You said the woman's body's a beautiful thing. Break it down.
Okay, check this out. Now, when I say the woman body, the black woman body is beautiful, it's because it's so many things to a black woman's body that a man can appreciate spiritually. First of all, she's the giver of life. So you reverence the womb that bores you.
You're damn right.
So first, let's beyond the physical. But it's okay. Look here, check this out. I take a ragged ass truck with a fire ass engine now. Straight up. I don't give a fuck about nobody. I don't give a fuck. It could be rusty with holes all in that motherfucker. But if that engine snatching, I'm straight with it. And I ride it out. Because see, I can make that body what I want to if I put some time and effort into it. Sacrifice people. That's all I'm saying. In Africa, it's totally different. They used to walk around with titties out. Shit is hot over there. You wear clothes, that shit gonna stick to you and melt. So yeah, I understand them sisters over there and them try walking around, them triangle titties.
But that's only in the bush. That's not.
That's only in the bush. Yeah, in the city, they lay up with clothes and shit. But I'm saying here, black women, you must understand your worth. And when you allow someone to implant something in your mind that degrades you, and not only degrades you, but degrades your culture. It's not. Look at it. It is a virus.
What degrades the culture? What black women do to degrade their culture?
Walking out the house, goddamn in pajamas and house shoes. That shit is.
That's a cultural way of life.
Come on.
That's what makes us unique.
Don't leave your home like that. Come on, man. Decency. This is decent shit.
Who makes the rules? That's
okay, check this out. What are they called? What are pajamas for? What are pajamas for?
European. First of all, wait. Hold on.
No.
He asked the question.
Real shit.
They just sleeping.
They just sleeping. They are bed clothes, right?
Where did the word pajama come from?
I don't give a damn.
Who said that you had to wear pajamas?
Okay, check this out.
We don't wear pajamas in Africa. Sorry, y'all.
Okay, look at check this out.
We don't wear pajamas in Africa.
I think I'm just I don't know if you're getting at what I'm saying. Or this is what I'm saying.
If I want to go out with my goddamn pajamas, I don't give a goddamn
That's
you say what. I'll go out with
shit.
my curlers in my hair.
That's tacky
if
ass
I'm running
shit.
to the corner store,
That's tacky ass shit.
But who makes the rules?
Look here.
Who
It
makes
ain't
the rules?
about rules. We ain't even talking about rules.
That's what makes
we
us
talking
unique. Black people, we different. We do what we want to do.
Fuck all that, because
We
doing what
running
we
shit.
want to do got us in the position that we in right now. Doing what the fuck we want to do instead of doing what we should do.
Christianity got us in this position.
No, it's because we doing what we want to do.
Because
Christianity, no, because Christianity or any religion based in America does not hold no accountability for your actions.
That black people put style in every goddamn.
That ain't no goddamn style. I don't want to see no woman out there in her pajamas and no goddamn house shoes.
Do you understand that we put style in everything?
Man, that shit ain't stylish.
We could do that.
That's buffoonery.
We could do
you can
that.
Look at that shit any way you want to. That shit buffoonery.
I'm just messing
That's
with you. Y'all look, I got him started.
I'm telling you,
I'm just messing with it.
That shit is unacceptable. That shit is
no.
niggas.
Real talk though.
You niggas. You like put on some shoes, dude. You walk around in slides all day. If a motherfucker run up on you and whoop your ass, you coming up out your shoe. Then you're barefooted.
You fight barefooted then, shit.
Then your pants hanging right down your ass. I'm gonna snatch your pants down and wear your ass out. What you gonna do? What
That's
you gonna
different.
do?
The pants No, the pants. Now, slides, come on, cheap black people. Let me tell y'all something about my people. My people are the most brilliant people in the world. Look at that. Look at your afro. Look at that type of hair. Look at the skin. Look at the 3 different skin colors. Do y'all understand how brilliant we are? You see, let me just tell y'all something about black people. Black people just want to be happy. If we want to go out with our goddamn slides, we just want to be happy. Leave us the hell alone. If we want to go out with our curlers, we're going to do that too. All right? Black people just want to be happy. Now, we didn't plan on getting brainwashed and programmed.
You going out there in pajamas. No, check this out.
No.
You going out there in pajamas and rollers. Hold on. You can just listen to my point. You going out there with pajamas and rollers in your head. Now, what if your opportunity to meet someone that can advance you in life, but you out there with rollers in your motherfucking head, pajamas, your ass and all this showing, your titties out, nipple rings poking through your t-shirt. If you have someone of substance that can better much further you along in life, they're not going to take you serious with your appearance.
They're going to take me serious when they know that I just ran out for a minute like this. Now, if you want to see the other side of me, wait here for 10 minutes. Let me get this off. Show you what I got.
That's not going to happen that way, because I'm not waiting for no motherfucker for no 10
that's
minutes.
The problem,
if I see you and you are a decent, I'm not telling your ass to get Maybelline Sharp or whatever, Mac Sharp or whatever the fuck y'all use. This is what I'm saying. Present yourself for the role that you want in life. If you go into the grocery store, I ain't telling you can't throw on no sweats or some or your slides or a t-shirt and wrap your hair up in a scarf and go on to the corner store. I ain't telling you to get goddamn Sunday school coffin shawl.
Yes, you are. You telling me get Sunday school shawl.
No, I'm not.
No, all jokes aside, y'all, I wouldn't go out with my pajamas. I'm just messing with brothers. You want to catch Nicky out like that because I ain't having it.
I'm just saying that we must take an active role in our culture, our appearance, project who we are. That is power. That is power, people. What I'm telling you is this. Dress for the part that you want in life, because you never know who you might meet. And believe you me, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. You never. Believe you me, you may get a second chance, but look here, that first impression gonna stick. Mm-hmm. That first impression gonna stick. You may get a first chance in meeting, but that first impression gonna stick. So be aware, be prepared, man. Be prepared. Let's leave this bullshit that we own alone. And the only way we're gonna do that is to get out of the physical and step into the spiritual and understand the lineage of where we come from. You ain't got to worry about what motherfucking tribe. You can look at the things throughout this world and see where you came from. You are black. You are carbonated.
And we need to lead by example, though.
Most definitely.
Lead by example. That means some of you ladies, real talk. My daughters dress exactly like I dress, and that means I never dress provocative. They don't dress provocative. You got to lead by example. If you out here walking with short skirts, and because we live in a society such as America, the brother's right.
Out your shorts.
With the being raped, with the level of rape, molestation, all the things that go on in this place called America, the brother's right. I'm just messing with the brother, real talk. But at the end of the day, he's right, because we live in a society that's so negative and so dangerous and so chaotic that you have to be careful, because people look at that in a different way. Not just for the fact that you want to fulfill first impressions. You want to be careful because there's rapists. There's rapists, there's molesters, you know what I mean? Yeah. And not only that, you have to be mindful of the fact that if you have daughters, you have to set that example for your daughters. But we're going to move on to the next topic, which is Brother Adinkra. He's going to talk about gratitude, having gratitude for the little things, y'all. Because a lot of times we don't have gratitude for just the very little things that we have. So Brother Adinkra, take it away with your having gratitude.
Yeah, basically my thing isn't as long as theirs was, but I was just sitting there thinking about, not here, but I was just thinking all this week about we get calls on people with all these different problems and these different issues, and a lot of them not even looking at the fact that they're blessed to just have, some people, we have people that have a good job, a great job, and then they're doing rituals to get more hours when their husband already making $10,000 a month and stuff like that. And so it's not because that they really need it. It's because they want to take their money that they're getting and do whatever they want with it, but they don't have the gratitude. They don't understand that, okay, well, I could be helping somebody else with a little bit of extra money that I have because I know they don't have stuff. A lot of people have, they have a home, and then they'll sit up there and complain about the home is not big enough. And so they want to buy another home, but they don't even have gratitude for that. This is, I remember one time I went to this lady's house, and I was working on this lady's house, and she was complaining about them not having enough money, like what they used to make. They don't have it. She was like, God has been good to me. But I had to make sacrifices, and I had to downgrade this house because God works in mysterious ways. And the lady, she said she moved out of a $2 million house into a $1 million house. So I'm just like, and it just made me think like, damn, you should be glad that you was able to sell that $2 million house and downgrade, and you got food on the table. And you got a car, and you have kids, and all your kids don't want for nothing. So I just feel like a lot of us, we as people, we get too caught up on what everybody else is doing, what everybody else has. And that's another thing with the love and hip hop thing. A lot of these kids see things, they see the clothes that they're wearing, the designer belts, the designer shoes, and these kids live in the hood. They don't even make that much money, so okay, they're going to go do something illegal so they can go get some $500 shoes, some $600 shoes. And now it's even worse because a lot of these kids are into the retro shoes, so those shoes going for $600, $2,000, $1,500. Man, I wasn't even thinking about spending that type of money on one pair of shoes when I was that age. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we got to even we got to do better as parents. And we have to teach our children to have gratitude for what they have, because a lot of times, especially with these kids today, they're so fucking spoiled. They think they're supposed to have everything. And then when they grow up and get older and older, they get disrespectful with you, telling you ain't never did nothing for them when you gave them the world. So we got to start with ourselves, and we got to bleed that into our children to make them have more gratitude.
Yeah, gratitude for having two legs to even walk with y'all. Have gratitude for even having a pair of feet to put shoes on. Have gratitude for even having a shirt to put on.
All right.
You see, a lot of people don't have gratitude for the little things, and that's what we're saying, the little things. Come on now. What if you didn't have legs? You couldn't drive a car, right?
Yeah, you can. You see them folk, handicap ass and folk out there with them goddamn contraptions.
Yeah, but still.
I ain't bombing on handicap folk, but I know some cool ass handicaps.
Yeah, they got some stuff, but still, y'all, because I look there, we know a homeless man right now that I want to go bring some food because he ain't got no roof over his head. We're so materialistic and so brainwashed and programmed, as our brother was saying, mind control, that we forget about the very little things. We fight over the dumbest shit. We're ungrateful for the dumb. I mean, come on now. You're ungrateful. You got a 2-bedroom apartment. At least you got a roof over your head.
Yeah.
Right? At least you got a roof, because you could have nothing at all. Nothing at all. You could be living in a goddamn on the sidewalk somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
This is how important. We forget about that, and we complain about stupid, dumb shit.
You know, I see a lot of times some women, they'll be complaining about, oh, I spent my whole check on all my bills and all my, now I just got barely enough money to make it back and forth to work, but you eating every day, your kids ain't going without, and you don't have to sleep with a man or somebody or do something that you feel like is beneath you to pay your bills. Some people have to do shit like this. Some people have to do things that are demeaning to pay their bills. And so just that's what I'm saying. People just need to have gratitude for the things that they have, because it could be worse.
Well, some women, you know, they really get stressed out because it depends on what jobs they do. Because I know I was a single mother and I was raising 4 kids by myself. And the thing about it can get overwhelming and stressful. And I'm talking about no man for 15 years, and I worked my ass off, okay? So you can get overwhelmed. You do get tired because you're so busy. You know, you're making sure the roof is, the bills are paid, the house is clean, you're running the car. Well, in my case, I had everything. I had to pay a car note.
Men go through the same thing, too. There's raising, what about the men that are raising girls?
Well, I mean, well, that's true, too. But what I'm saying, so you're going to complain a little bit because you're dealing with me. I was dealing with 4 different personalities. And on top of that, I'm making enough money where these kids didn't have to live in no project. They lived in a house. So I had to make sure I busted my behind to keep a nice, decent place for them. You understand? I had to keep a car because where we was at didn't have transportation. So I had to bust my ass. So you're going to complain sometime. And the truth of the matter is, if you are a single mother or father and you're dealing with this, you know what? It doesn't hurt to take a little bit of your money and do something for yourself that is nice, okay? Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, you know, we do live in a society that can be a little bit rough on you mentally, spiritually, physically. And there's times when it's not to say that you don't have gratitude for the fact that you have a job. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you're going to have that level of stress and, you know, emotional distresses because of the fact that, you know, come on, you're using your brain, I was dealing with 4 different personalities, raising 2 kids that was my sisters for 15 years. And made sure they didn't live in the project. Made sure they all had the best of the clothes. They didn't have a lot of name brand, but they had nice clothes. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it can get stressful. I had gratitude for the fact that I was able to even do it. You hear what I'm saying? So these are the things we're talking about. Have gratitude for the fact that you're even able to feed your family or have a roof over your head or have support from family. For the little small things. And I used to tell my kids all the time, shut up. Be happy. What if you had to sleep on a sidewalk? I know some children and women that are homeless right now. If I had my way, I'll be having 10 houses and putting them all up. That's me. You see what I'm saying? That's me. Like, I ain't having it. And that's why we're working towards that. This is another aspect of what we're doing, is having gratitude for the fact that we're able to get on here and commune with people and, you know, elaborate different topics with other people outside as well to build these things so we can help people like you were talking about.
That's real shit. That's real shit. Gratitude. Be thankful.
13 minutes.
That's right. Questions, family? Any questions, family? Come with the questions. 13 minutes left. Y'all got some questions? Ask the oracles of truth right now.
Anybody got questions in us?
Anybody got any questions? No.
17 minutes.
We got about 17 minutes left.
Okay. Come on with the questions, family.
You got any questions?
If y'all have questions pertaining to the cards that we pulled earlier, because earlier it was showing in one of the cards that somebody has some spiritual work done on them. Okay, so some of you all that are listening or watching might have a question about that. We're willing to answer the question. We also talked about some of you had some financial losses. That's the cards I pulled up. With saying that, do know you can ask a question about that if you want. I'll tap into it real quick. All of us are tapping into it.
Yeah, and also the card I pulled, it talks about receiving maybe something written about agitation. Something's going to agitate you, or a bad letter or something that you received here recently or going to receive. That's what the Two of Pentacles talk about. It also talks about recreation and creation. Creation. You know, moving forward in business and things of that nature.
I know y'all got some questions. Come on with it. Y'all just sitting here letting us do all the talking. Let's go, family. Y'all ain't watching the oracles of truth for nothing. We done shared topics with y'all. Now come with the questions. All right. I know y'all got some questions. What did Cynthia say?
She just said, true brother Adinkra, have gratitude for what you have because it could be worse.
That's right. That's right, Cynthia. Could be a lot worse. Shit. I already know.
You know, me living, you know, my whole life in the South. I always, you know, the time that I become I really sit back and think about it, and I really be grateful for what I got in the winter. When it's cold outside, I'm like, man, I'm glad I don't have to sleep on the street. I'm glad I have somewhere to lay my head. I'm glad I can go home and turn on the heat and be warm and not. Because I remember when I was young, we didn't have heat in our house. We was freezing them fucking nights. You know what I'm saying? So
stuff like that too. Yeah.
I'm just appreciative that I can provide that.
We had heat. That motherfucker didn't get cut off.
Yeah.
Shit, struggle was real.
Yeah.
So, you know.
All right, y'all come with the questions. Come on, y'all. We got Jay. Hey, J.L. Robinson. Thank you for joining, watching the Oracles of Truth. We come out here every Sunday night, y'all. You know what I mean? Come with the questions. Stefani, Cynthia, I know y'all got some questions. Some questions. Peace and blessings.
Kashiba.
Hey, Kashiba. Hey, Cuz. What's going on? Y'all got some questions. Come on, because y'all, we talked about many different topics tonight. Talked about being fake, mind control. Talked about bringing order out of chaos. We talked about gratitude. So y'all got some questions. Come with them.